Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Gamer here, and today I'm going to bring you guys a brand new story video. And in this story video, it's going to be kind of similar to the last one because it is in the same exact class, but it's switched with a different teacher. Because in the last one, it was in the same class, but with a substitute teacher, so it was kind of different. But this is actually another experience with the same exact person that was in the last story video, which is actually really weird because we've been having a lot of like really funny and just awkward experiences with teachers in that same exact class, just me and him. So it is kind of a weird coincidence, but I promise this isn't made up or anything. It's actually legitimately true. He can even back me up on it. But anyway, basically what happened was that we were sitting in I think it was 4th period, yes, and I have that same teacher 3rd period, so it's basically the same class. So anyway, me and him both have the 3rd period and the 4th period together. And so 4th period we usually get on these iPads that the school bought, like these mini iPads that the school bought to go into like educational websites and just try and get some work done. Well, usually most people don't do them in that classroom, and she doesn't really pay attention to any of what anybody's doing. But recently, she's actually been cracking up on some of us, and she's been, you know, like if we start laughing at something, we're obviously not going to be laughing in an educational program, so she's just going to be like, just bring me the iPad without deleting anything, like for most people. So anyway, me and Garrett and Emery, he's one of my other friends, we are just sitting at one table, and you know, I'm just going around trying to find some dank memes on the internet, you know me, and so I'm just like, you know what, I'm bored, I'm gonna do something fun. So Garrett and Emery are just sitting there having a conversation, you know, just chilling. And so I go on the camera app on the iPad. You know, traditionally students are not allowed to add photos or record anything. So, you know, I mean, most students just ignore it, and the teachers don't really care at all. So, I mean, that's why I did it. But anyway, I open up the camera app, and Emery and Garrett were just having a normal conversation, just talking about games and stuff. Something I forget what they were talking about exactly, but they were having just a normal conversation. And so I open up the camera app, and you can zoom in and out on the camera app, right? So what I did is I opened up the camera app, I zoomed in on Emery's face, and he was just sitting there talking to Garrett, right? It was like kind of boring for like the first 20 seconds, but then he rubbed his nose. But it's not even funny. I just went, and then he like yawned and made a really weird face. Well, Emery asked to go to the bathroom like 2 seconds later, and so I stopped the video, and Emery went to the bathroom, and so I was like showing Garrett like what I did, and so it was like 51 seconds long. I think that's how long it was. And so Garrett grabbed the iPad, and he was going back and forth between those moments where Emery rubbed his nose and whenever he made that weird face whenever he yawned. And me and him were, of course, just sitting there laughing at it because, you know, we're in the middle of class. We're childish. Our minds just go, like, blank, and we just are ready to get out of school. But me and him are just sitting there laughing because Garrett's going back and forth, making it look, it's just, like, over on repeat or whatever. And so me and him are laughing, and Miss Dittman calls us out. And she's like, bring me the iPad without deleting anything or doing anything to it. And I was like, okay. So I was still laughing whenever I went over there. And I handed it to her, and I came back laughing. So she wasn't laughing. Yeah, whenever she got it, she looked at it, and she's like, okay, who recorded this? And I was like, I did. And then she was like, okay, well, but you guys were both playing with it, right? And I'm like, yeah. And so she's like, okay, well, you both have lunch attention. And so for some reason, I don't know why, but later that day, like, whenever I was expecting to get ready to go to lunch attention, like, I didn't get anything, so I guess she just kind of didn't turn them in because she felt bad or something like that. I doubt it, but anyway, so after that, Emery walked back in, and so me and Garrett were just laughing, sitting there laughing at him, and he had no idea why. It was pretty funny, but we just kept on saying worth it, and just kept on, like, just freaking like high-fiving each other and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's another one of my weird experiences I've had recently. But you know, everyone's getting towards the end of the year. Everyone's just really just trying to get in as much trouble as they can because they just don't give any craps anymore. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Tell me some of your awkward or funny stories in the comments below that I may not know about. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Stay undead.